Your Excellency, Professor Tijani Mohammed Bande brings to an end the 6 Nigerian personalities who have received the Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger from Mr. President. Let's give them a round of applause. Your Excellency, sir, we have now entered the realm of the Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, TFR. We bring forward Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, Speaker of the House of Representatives, for his contribution towards the profession of law and advocacy for good governance. Olufemi Hakim Gbajabiamila is hereby presented for the conferment of the National Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Mr. Speaker.
We get all 18 of them ready.
Senator Augustine Ovie Omoagege, in recognition of his contribution to the law profession. Senator Augustine Ovie Omoagege, in recognition of his contribution to the law profession, legislative duties, and national development, Deputy Senate President, is being conferred the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, widely described as an ardent reformer, Dr. Folashade Yemieson, an advocate of change management, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Right Honorable Yakubu Dogara, former Speaker of the House of Representatives, in recognition of his sterling quality leadership, Honorable Yakubu Dogara is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. May I respectfully invite the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Gida Mustafa. Mustafa, appointed Secretary to the Government of the Federation on 30th October 2017, in recognition of his contributions to the judiciary and his commitment towards a better Nigeria, Boss Gida Mustafa is hereby presented for the conferment of the National Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Your Excellency.
One second. One second.
Honorable Justice Kudirat Kekerefu, a woman of great virtue, in recognition of her laudable contribution to the justice system, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Honorable Justice Musa Datijo Muhammad, Lord, elevated to the Supreme Court of Nigeria on the 10th of July 2012, appointed Deputy Chairman, National Judicial Council, in recognition of his laudable contribution to the justice system in Nigeria, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Honorable Justice Monica Dongba-Mensah. Until this recent elevation, Honorable Justice Monica Dongba-Mensah was the presiding justice of the Court of Appeal, Enugu Division, and life member of Body of Benchers. In recognition of her immense contribution to justice system in the country, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. I shall now call on the rest of the members to please make their way to be on a short queue to be arranged by Ambassador Lisa. Please ensure that you stay on the queue. Honorable Justice Ayo Salami, Major General Bashir Salihi Magashi, Major General Babagana Monguno, Ambassador General Gabriel Abayomi Olonishakin, Lieutenant General Yusuf Tukur Buratai. I will now read the citations of Honorable Justice Ayo Salami in recognition of his laudable contribution to the justice system. Major General Bashir Salihi Magashi, in recognition of his enviable military career and contribution to national security and development, General Bashir Magashi is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Major General Babagana Monguno, in recognition of his contribution towards the coordination, control, and supervision of national security in Nigeria, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. General Gabriel Abayomi Olonishakin, in recognition of his dedication to service and enviable military career and contribution to peace and security, General Olonishakin is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Lieutenant General Yusuf Tukur Buratai, in recognition of his great contribution to the military and the Nigerian security, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. The next set should please get ready. Vice Admiral Ibok Ete-Kwebas, Air Marshal Sadiq Baba Abubakar, General Lucky Irabo. In recognition of great contribution to the Nigerian military and navy in particular, Vice Admiral Ibok Ete-Kwebas is being conferred with the National Honor Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Air Marshal Sadiq Baba Abubakar, in recognition of his contribution in the military, which led to the decimation of the capabilities of Boko Haram and bandits across the nation, retired Air Marshal Sadiq Abubakar is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. General Lucky Irabo, in recognition of his immense contribution to the military and the Nigerian security, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, in recognition of his immense contribution to the military and the Nigerian security, he is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Vice Admiral Awal Tubeiru Gambo, in recognition of his great contribution to the military and the Nigerian security, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic.
Air Marshal Oladayo Amao, in recognition of his great contribution in the military and the Nigerian security, he's been conferred today, Your Excellency, with the National Honors Award, the Commander Order of the Federal Republic. Lieutenant General Lamidi Adeosun. Mr. President, sir, Lieutenant General Adeosun is today recognized for his laudable contributions in the military and the Nigerian security. He's been conferred with the national honors of Commander, the Order of the Federal Republic. Late Lieutenant General Ibrahim Atahiru. I'm informed he's not here, but I'm sure he has received a loud ovation. Mr. President, his conferment will reach his family. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. Dr. Solomon Erase. Mr. President, sir, Dr. Erase has served meticulously in the police force, and in recognition of his pivotal role in the reform of the police, he is today being confirmed with the Order of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Mohammed Abubakar Adamu. A former IGP, in recognition of his wide experience in policing both locally and internationally, and his exemplary leadership style, Mr. President, sir, we present to you for the Commander of the Federal Republic. Usman Al-Kali Baba, the present serving IGP, in recognition of his contribution to the police force as an institution and security of the nation, the IGP Usman Al-Kali Baba is being conferred with the award of the Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic. Yusuf Magaji Bichi, for his contributions to peace and security in the country, Yusuf Magaji Bichi is today being presented for the conferment of the National Awards of Commander of the Federal Republic. Alhaji Ahmed Rufai Abubakar, for his extensive contributions to peace, supporting operations, promotion of good governance, respect for the rule of law and human rights. Ahmed Rufai Abubakar is today being presented for the conferment of the National Honors Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Colonel Hamid Ibrahim Ali, for his contributions in the World Customs Organization and the World Trade Organization and other international fora, he is today being presented for the award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Late Malam Abbakari, our late of staff, is today being represented by his daughter in the name of Aisha Abbakari. In recognition of his immense contribution to the print media, the economy and administration of the present government, His Royal Highness Ahmed Nuhu Bamali.
Okay.
His Royal Majesty Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwosi Ojaja II. In recognition of his contribution as an advocate for the empowerment and emancipation of women and the young people in Nigeria and preservation of the cultural heritage, Oba Adeyeye His Highness Alhaji Aminu Ado Bayero, the MAF Khan. Mr. President, sir, we present him in recognition of his sterling qualities as an epitome of tradition and an advocate of the preservation of the Nigerian culture. His Royal Highness is the 15th Emir of Kano, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Highness Ahmed Nuhu Bamali, the Emir of Zaire. In recognition, Mr. President, of his contributions in the banking sector and the development of the economy as a nation, as well as quality leadership, he is being conferred today, Mr. President, with the National Honors Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Majesty Professor James Otese Yoza Ayate. He is the Tortib the Fifth of the Tea Kingdom in Benue State. In recognition of his contributions in the education sector and his erudite scholar and administration, he is today being conferred with the National Honors Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. His Majesty Omonoba Edo Okpopolopolo Iweri II, the Oba of Benin, is being represented by his son, In recognition of his economic contributions and efforts towards preservation of the Benin royal dynasty and the Nigeria's cultural heritage, Mr. President, we present him for the award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Next, Mr. President, is His Majesty Da Jacob Yang Uba, the Bongwom Jos. In recognition of his contributions in his community and the nation in general, His Majesty Da Jacob Yang Uba is being conferred with the award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Mr. President, sir, we present His Eminence, His Royal Highness, Alhaji Abubakar Shehu Abubakar III. In recognition of His immense interventions in the education sector, donations to the less privileged and internally displaced persons, Dr. Abubakar Shehu Abubakar III is hereby presented. Mr. President, sir, we present to you His Royal Highness, Alhaji Muhammadu Ibn Abali Muhammad Idrisa, His Royal Highness, the Emir of Fikka. In recognition of his contributions to the maintenance of security in the country, promotion of the non-oil export, and preservation of our cultural heritage, Mr. President, sir, we present him for the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Highness Justice C.D. Bagit Muhammad I. Okay, and I think for this batch would be His Royal Highness Justice C.D. Bagit Muhammad I, His Majesty King Danda Singh Douglas Jaja, His Royal Highness Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi, HRM Oba Gabriel Ayodele Adejuwon, Royal Majesty Oba Dr. Alade Tuyibo Ogunlade Alade Lucy, and His Eminence Nteng Dr. Solomon Daniel Etup JP, His Royal Majesty Ogiame Atuwashe III, His Royal Majesty Igwe Ambassador Lawrence Abubozu. Okay. His Majesty King Dandasin Douglas Jaja. In recognition of his wealth of experience and capacity to management and resources, His Majesty King Dr. Dandasin Douglas Jaja JP, Jackie V, is hereby presented for conferment, National Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Highness Oba Babatunde Adewale Ajayi. He is the current chairman of the Ogun State Council of Obas and the Chancellor of the Federal University of Petroleum Resources, Efun Delta State. In recognition of his contribution to the legal profession and elevation of the traditional institution, His Royal Majesty Babatunde Adewale Ajayi is being conferred with the National Honor of the Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. His Royal Majesty Oba Gabriel Ayodele Adejuwon. In recognition of his selfless service for his community and the nation, His Royal Majesty Gabriel Ayodele Adejuwon is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Imperial Majesty Oba Dr. Alade Toyibo Ogunlade Alade Lucy His Imperial Majesty Oba Aladelusi Odundun II is a first-class monarch in Akure, southwest Nigeria. In recognition of his contribution to the growth of his immaculate domain, Oba Adelusi Odundun II is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Eminence Ntain Dr. Solomon Daniel Etuk, JP. His Eminence Dr. Solomon Daniel Etuk, JP, is President General Akwa Ibom State Traditional Rulers Council. In recognition of his selfless service for his community and the nation, His Eminence Solomon Daniel Etuk has been conferred with the National Honors Award of the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. His Royal Majesty Ogiame Atuashe III. His Majesty Ogiame Atuashe III is a cultural diplomat promoting the interests of the kingdom and country, a business icon. Ogiame has become a dependable bridge whose friendship is being sought in royal courts across Africa. In recognition of all of his good works for community and nation, Ogiame Atuashe III, the Olu of Warri, is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. His Royal Majesty Igwe Ambassador Lawrence Agobozu. His Royal Highness has served as Nigerian High Commissioner to Malawi and Zambia before he was elected as Secretary General of the defunct OAU. In recognition of his contribution to the nation's diplomacy and foreign service and preservation of the national traditional institution, Igwe Lawrence Agobozu is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Majesty King Alfred Diete Spieth. In recognition of his contribution to the upliftment of the traditional institution and national development, His Royal Highness Alfred Diete Spieth is being conferred with National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. His Royal Majesty Eze Dr. Emmanuel Chukwagina Okeke. In recognition of his role, community policing, the executive member of the Southeast Council of Traditional Rulers and a trustee member of the National Council of Traditional Rulers in Nigeria, is being conferred with the national honors of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Next, His Royal Majesty Eze Joseph Ndubisi Nwabeke. He is currently the chairman of the Abia State Council of Traditional Rulers. Eze Amara is happily married to his queen, Ugoeze Cecilia Nwabeke. He's been recognized for his role as a public administrator and public governance. His Royal Majesty Eze Charles Mpuma. His Royal Majesty Eze Charles Mpuma is being recognized today for his role in upholding the traditional institution with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic. Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu. In recognition of his philanthropic activities, Abdul Samad Isiaku Rabiu is here presented for the conferment of the National Award of Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Sir Dr. Kessington Adebukola Adebutu. In recognition of his philanthropic gestures and contributions to the education sector, Sir Chief Kessington Adebutu is hereby presented for the conferment of the National Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Dr. Azibabu God Bless Erwani. Dr. Erwani was Special Advisor on HIV, AIDS, and Community Health in Bayelsa State in 2005. He is the owner of Azikil Group, and in recognition of all of his work in support of good governance and community development in Nigeria, Dr. Erwani is being conferred with the National Award of Commander of the Federal Republic. Mr. Jim Ovia, Nigerian businessman and founder of Zenith Bank, Visa Phone, chairman of Nigerian Software Development Initiative. In recognition of his wealth of contributions to the growth of the financial sector and his humanitarian work, Mr. Jim Ovia is hereby presented for the conferment of the National Award of Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Chief Oluwole Oladapo Olanipekun SAN. Chief Olanipekun SAN is an elder statesman, national interventionist, a towering intellectual, and an advocate extraordinaire. He is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Mr. Tony Elumelu. Tony is chairman of Pan-African Financial Services Group, the United Bank for Africa, which operates in 20 countries across Africa, the United Kingdom, France, and the UAE. He is today being presented for the conferment of the National Awards of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Honorable Justice Clara Bata Ogumbi, JSC, retired. She was appointed to the Court of Appeal as the first Borno State indigene, and she served for 10 years in various divisions. In recognition of her contribution to the judicial system in the country, she is being conferred with the National Honors Award of the Commander of the Federal Republic, CFR. Okay. So we are now continuing with the conferment of the awards, Commander of the Order of the Niger, and would like to let all our award recipients please to be aware that we may not have the luxury of reading citations. So we're just going to have to call your names, and you'll please cooperate with the ambassador from Foreign Affairs to organize us. So please, may the following persons move to that side of the hall now. Right Honorable Ahmed Idris Wase, Alhaji Maimala Uni, Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu SAN, Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, Engineer David Mweze Umahi, Right Honorable Lawrence Ifanyi Uwanyi, Right Honorable Simon Bako Lalong. Okay. Right Honorable Ahmed Idris Wase. Let's go. Oh, okay. Alhaji Meimala Buni. Oluwa Rotimi Odunayo Akeredolu SAN. Oluwa Rotimi Odunayo Akeredolu SAN. Abubakar Atiku Bagudu. Engineer David Mweze Umahi. Right Honorable Lawrence Ifanyi Ugwanyi. Right Honorable Simon Bako Lalong. And for the next set, we'll have Professor Ben Ayade, Architect Darius Dixon Ishiaku, Malam Nasir Ahmed El Rufai, Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Chukwu Arthur Okowa, Professor Babagana Umar Zulum, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, Malam Muhammad Musa Bello, Hajia Zainab Shamsuna Ahmed, and Babatunde Raji Patola. Professor Ben Ayade. Architect Darius Dixon Ishaku. Madam Nasir Ahmed El Rufai. Not here. Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Chukwu Arthur Okowa. Professor Babagana Zulum. Alhaji Lai Mohammed, represented by his daughter. Malam Muhammad Musa Bello. Babatunde Raji Fashola, SAN. Can we get ready? Dr. Osage Ehanire, Dr. Bunaya Onu, Malam Adamu Adamu, Timi Priscilla, Abubakar Malami, SAN. Dr. Osage Ehanire. Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu. Malam Adamu Adam. Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu. Represented, yeah? Yes. You don't. Timi Priscilla. Senator Yaya Abubakar Abdullahi, I hope you're on standby, please. Abubakar Malami, SAN. Senator Yaya Abubakar Abdullahi, be on standby. Senator Dr. Ali Kadi. Senator Yaya Abubakar Abdullahi, please. On the line is also Senator Sabi Abdullahi, Senator Sabo Nakudu, Senator Solomon Olamileka Adeola, Senator Abubakar Kari, Senator Dr. Ali Sabi Abdullahi. Senator Muhammad Sabo Nakudu. Distinguished Senator Solomon Olamilekan Adeola. The batches should be on Senator Musa Mohammed Sani, Senator Michael Okpayemi Bamidele, Senator Chukwuka Godfrey Utazi, Senator Baro Ibrahim Jibril, and Senator Tolulope Akinremi Odebi. We call on Senator Abubakar Kyari. Senator Mohammed Sani Musa. Next on line, Senator Bamidele, should be on standby. Senator Bamidele, should be on standby. Senator Tolulope Akinremi Odebi. We call on Senator Abubakar Kyari. Senator Mohammed Sani Musa. Next on line, Senator Bamidele, should be on standby. Senator Bamidele, should be on standby. Senator Michael Okpeyemi Bamidele. Senator Tazi should be on standby. Senator Barrow Jibril should be on standby. Senator Tolulope Odebi should be on standby. Next, Senator Tukuka Godfrey Utaz. Next, Senator Barrow Jibril Ibrahim. Please all on standby. Next, Ambassador George Obiozo be on standby. Ambassador Ademola Razak Seriki be on standby. We call on Senator Tolulope Akiremi Odebi. Ambassador George Obiozo. Next, Ambassador, I think he must be represented. Yes, because I know George Obiozo. Ambassador Ademola Razak Seriki. Brigadier General Mohammed Uba Marwa. Can we have Professor Ishaq Oloyede, Amanda, Alhaji Dahiru Angao, Chief Doctor Innocent, Engineer Dr. Yura Musa. We call on Professor Ishaq Oloyede, Brigadier General Mohammed Uba Marwa, we call on Malan Mamandara, we move on to call on Alhaji Ayru Barao Mangal. Alhaji Ayru Barao Mangal. And next to him, please, to be on standby, Chief Dr. Chukuma Ifediaso. Be on standby. Next is Chief Dr. Innocent Ifediaso Chukuma. The next Engineer Dr. Chukwuemeka Obiora, be on standby. Okuosa, be on standby. Engineer Dr. Chukwuemeka Obiora Okosa. General Paul C. Tafa, be on standby. Air Vice Marshal Ishaya Aboy Shekari, on standby. Professor Benedict Okechukwu Urama, on standby. High Chief Dr. Mike Izekome, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, on standby. Chief Chidi Obed Anyabu, on standby. So we call on General Paul C. Tafa. There. AVM AVM Ishaya Shekari. Professor Benedict Okechukwu Orama. I think that must be his son. AVM Ishaya Shekari. The next is Professor Benedict Okechukwu Orama. The High Chief Dr. Mike Ozekome, on standby, please. Thank you. Chief Dr. Mike Ozekome, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, the High Chief. If Chidi should be on standby. Chief Chidi Obed Anyaebu.
Standby, let's get His Royal Majesty Dr. Benjamin Ikechukwu, Igwe Professor Lars Edward Ekweme, His Royal Majesty Michael Omeru, Royal Highness Mustafa Umar Mustafa, Royal Highness Ibrahim Umar El Kanemi, Royal Highness Al-Haji Haruna Kadir Rashid, Al-Haji Dr. Barisa Shehu Chindo Yam Musa III.
Your Excellency, would like now to call on His Royal Majesty Dr. Benjamin Ikechukwu, Royal Majesty Dr. Benjamin Ikechukwu. Congratulations. Igwe Professor Lars Edward Ekweme. Professor Ekweme takes his stride to Mr. President. Professor Ekweme, His Royal Majesty Michael Omeru, JP. His Royal Majesty Michael Omeru, JP. Congratulations. And next is Royal Highness by Mustafa Umar Mustafa. His Royal Highness May Mustafa Umar Mustafa. Congratulations are in order. And after him is Royal Highness Ibrahim Ibn Omar El Kanemi. Excellency, we now present His Royal Highness Alhaji Haruna Kadir Rashid. Congratulations. And after him, we present Alhaji Dr. Barrister Shehu Chindo Yamusa III. That's the award to Alhaji Dr. Barrister Shehu Chindo Yamusa III. He's followed immediately by Alhaji Ibrahim Usman Jibril. Your Excellency Alhaji Ibrahim Usman Jibril.
The next group to come forward is His Royal Highness Dr. Daniel Kamaila, Royal Highness Alhaji Adamu Baba Yunusa. We have TNTS Jack Rich, Professor Ali Pati.
Thank you very much. His Royal Highness Dr. Daniel Shagat Samaila. We'll take Professor Ali Pate, who is making his way to Mr. President. Professor Ali Pate, congratulations. Professor Ali Pate, congratulations to you. His Royal Highness Daniel Shagat Samaila. His Royal Highness Dr. Daniel Shagat Samaila. We're taking after him His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Adamu Baba Yunusa. And after him we have 10 TS Jack Rich on standby. His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Adamu Baba Yunusa. Your Excellency, TNTS Jack Rich is after Alhaji Dr. Adamu Baba Yunusa, His Royal Highness.
That is TS Jack Rich, and next on the line, the Professor Afonja Olumiwa Adibayo, and Professor Ayodele Desalu, and late Chief Anthony Nahoro, and then Barrister Adibayo Unlesi. Please be online next time.
Professor Afonja Olumiwa Adibayo. Professor Ayodele Desalu. Late Chief Anthony Enahor. Barrister Adebayo Ogunlesi. Professor Wale Suleiman. Professor Ayodele Desalu. Late Chief Anthony Enahoro and Barrister Adebayo Ogunlesi. Professor Wale Suleiman, Reverend Samson Adeniyi Ayokunle, Dr. Herbert Wigwe, Jubril Adewale Tinubu, and Unduka Opaigbeda. Your Excellency, we thank you for doing the honors. We appreciate you. This is the representative of Dr. Herbert. Oh, Dr. Herbert Wigwe in person. Fantastic. Congratulations, Dr. Wigwe, on this award. Jubril Adewale Tinubu on standby. Your Excellency, presenting Dr. Herbert Wigwe. Congratulations to you. And Jubril Adewale.
Sorry, Adeni is here.
We have Reverend Samson Olasupo Ayokunle. Reverend Samson Ayokunle. It's wonderful to see how Mr. President encourages awardees to take a photograph with him. Let's give a round of applause to Mr. President. Barrister Adebayo Ogunlesi on his way to receive that coveted award. Your Excellency, that is Barrister Adebayo Ogunlesi. Congratulations. Indeed, our very own High Chief Unduka Opaigbena. High Chief Unduka Opaigbena. It's impossible for someone who is in the media not to take a photograph. Your Excellency, we thank you so very much. Congratulations to all awardees. What an exemplary conduct by Mr. President. You do not want to know the number of people he has stood up to give this award, but it's statutory. And we will thank you, Mr. President. You may be seated. Thank you very much. I'd like to say from the podium of the Master of Ceremonies that this has been a long, hard, sleepless night kind of work that we've been doing, Your Excellency. And a lot of it has been statistics, strategy, thinking, and focus. And sometimes, you know, because we're human, it is always said to err is human, but to forgive is divine. So in the last set, if there were a few setbacks, you must forgive us. A few hiccups, you must forgive us. We've been doing our best, and I hope that it is good enough for you. We thank you very much for your patience. Now that Mr. President will be seated for a while for a deserved break, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's always beautiful and such a pleasure to watch Nigerians in their cultural spaces. Dance becomes us. Movement becomes Nigerian. And every time you put on some music, you see a 3-year-old Nigerian, wherever they are in the world, moving their bodies. It is just what is in our DNA. A really great nation with good people. Time now to invite Elevators NG to do traditional hip-hop, a medley of modern and traditional dance to show that we're all united at the hip and to show the bond in us. Let's encourage them with a warm Abuja welcome. Elevators NG.
Nigeria is my country. I have nowhere else. I see a child and nothing else. Deep, broad diversity is a thread. Moving through endlessly sticks now. This is a clarion call to all of us. How come it's not developed? Nigeria, good people, take this.
Thank you very much. That troop, I'm sure, would remind a lot of us how energetic we used to be. They say the times are not the same always. At a point in time, you have to just look at them and smile. Mr. President, sir, we hope you have rested a short while. We're about to beg you again and ask you to do the honors for us. We would want to invite Mr. President and the Special Minister for Special Duties. Will come forth and then will be on standby for the next awards of the Order Officer of the Order of the Federal Republic. Please, may we be seated. Thank you very much. We begin by calling on Dr. Ahmed Abubakar Audi. Dr. Ahmed Abubakar Audi. Is he here? Please, I'll call on some more so that we'll be all on standby. Dr. Ahmed Abubakar Audi, MNI. Professor Bolaji Owasanoye, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Anthony Okechukwu Ojukwu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Ambassador Sarafa Tunji Ishola, Mele Kolo Kyari, Dr. Bashir Yusuf Jamal, Raji Nuruddin Rafinda E, Mohammed Babandede, Dr. Boboye Oyeyemi, Ambassador Lawal Abdullahi Kazauri, Adeola Rahman Ipaye. Professor Bolaji Owasanoye, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. My dear own Anthony Okechukwu Ojukwu, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Next, Ambassador Sarafa Tunji Ishola, Mele Kolo Kyari, Dr. Bashir Yusuf Jamal, Alhaji Nuruddin Ravinda E, the immediate past Controller of Immigration, Mohammed Babandede. The immediate past All Marshal of the Nation, Dr. Boboye Oyeyemi, Ambassador Lawal Abdullah Kazori, okay, is a wee-wee. Congratulations. Congratulations, Ambassador Kazori. Next is Adeola Rahman Ipaye. Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefulire. Next to her, should be on standby, is Senator Osita Naso, as well as Senator Eze Darlington Ajoku, and then Senator Julius Ucha. Please, they should all be on standby. Senator Osita Bonaventure Izunaso. We have next Dr. Eze Darlington to be on standby. Eze Darlington on standby. Senator Dr. Eze Darlington Ajoku. We have Senator Julius Ucha on standby, please. And Senator Ita Enang also on standby. Honorable Justice John Tehimba Soho also on standby. I'm sure this is Senator Julius Ucha. We also have coming on, be on standby, is Senator Ita Enang. Please, others to come on standby. We have Justice John Tehimba. So, Honorable Justice Benedict Bekwa Kanyip, Honorable Justice Cosmos Awondasa Idie, and Honorable Justice Idris Abdullahi Harun, and Honorable Justice Suleiman. I will start with Honorable Justice John Tehimba. So, is he here? So we go to Honorable Justice Cosmos Awondasa Idie. We have Honorable Justice Benedict Bekwa Kanyip. Honorable Justice Cosmos Awondasa Idie. Please, online we have Idris, Honorable Justice Idris Harun, if he's here. Suleiman Doro Shinlorun Kawu, and okay, we call him Justice Pascal Nnadi. Justice Pascal Nnadi. We continue? Yes, we're on to number 25.
Number 25, please, general announcement, can we encourage all of our recipients to pay attention to the brochures that you have, so it makes it easier. And what we'd like to do is call out many of us in batches, and then we come to Mr. President. Okay, 20, Honorable Justice Idris Abdullahi Harun. Honorable Justice Suleiman Durosin Lorun Kawu. Honorable Justice Andover Kakan. Justice Nasir Ajana, that's posthumous. Major General Obi Abel Umahi, retired. Major General Ibrahim Manu Yusuf. Major General J.D.K. Mayem. Major General Samuel Abiodun Adebayo. Okay, so Honorable Justice Andover Kakan. Justice Nasir Ajana, posthumous. Major General Obi Abel Umahi, retired. Major General Ibrahim Manu Yusuf, Justice Nasir Ajana, Major General J.D.K. Mayam. Major General Samuel Abiodun Adebayo. Rear Admiral S.S. Garba. Rear Admirals Bassa, Rear Admiral Biu Adamu, AVM Charles Owo, AVM Jackson Andrew Yusuf, and now we have Rear Admiral Jason Bassa. Rear Admiral Abdul Biu Adamu, retired. Then would like to have AVM Jackson Andrew Yusuf, Adebayo A. Adelabu, Archbishop Ignatius Keigama, Most Reverend Panti Philibus Musa, AVM Charles Apochai Ogo, AVM Jackson Andrew Yusuf. Adebayo A. Adelabu, we need to have Most Reverend Panti Philipus Musa, HRH Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Bello, Alhaji Nasir Ado Abdullahi Bayero, His Royal Majesty Oba Jacob Olufemi Omolade, King Ambassador Dr. Apollos Chu, and now we have Archbishop Ignatius Kaigama. So that's Archbishop Ignatius Kaigama. And now, Most Reverend Panti Philibus Musa, PhD. His Royal Highness Alhaji Nasir Ado Abdullahi Bayero. His Royal Majesty Oba Dr. Jacob Olufemi Omolade. His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Bello. His Royal Highness King Ambassador Dr. Apollos Chu. And so let's get ready the next batch. Oba Francis Adefa Komi Agbede, Dr. Alexander Chika Okafor, Professor Ishesage, Mr. Mike Maman Osuman, Onweze Tukujinka Joe Okocha SAN, Professor Fabian Ikenna Ajob, Chief Naimeka Ngige SAN, Professor Obiora Okonkwo, Dr. Ernest Azul Diallo Obiejesi, Julius Dediare Ronan, Professor Aliyu Usman El Nafati, Alhaji Jafaru Ahmed, Engineer Mansour Ahmed. And next, 43, His Royal Highness Oba Francis Agbede. Chief Dr. Alexander Chika Okafor. Professor Ishejua Esanjumi Sage, SAN. Mike Maman Osuman, SAN. Onweze Chukujinka Joe Okocha, SAN. Professor Fabian Ikenna Ajogu, SAN. Chief Naimeka Ngige, SAN. Professor Obiora Okonkwo. Honorable Justice Ishak Usman Bello. Honorable Justice Ishak Usman Bello. Dr. Ernest Azudialun Obiejesi. Julius Ediari Ronner. Professor Aliyu Usman El Nafat.
Your Excellency, very pleased to present to you Alhaji Jafaru Ahmed. Congratulations, Alhaji Jafaru Ahmed. And straight after him, we bring Engineer Mansour Ahmed. After Engineer Mansour Ahmed, Honorable Justice Mukhtar Muhammad. Honorable Justice Mukhtar Muhammad. And the list follows with Dr. Samson Abraham, late Dr. Ibrahim Tahir, Ibrahim Datti Ahmad. Late Dr. Ibrahim Tahir. Abuja is not tired. Let's encourage them. Please give him a round of applause as he makes his way to Mr. President. Barrister Kainde Aino. Dr. Shagun Abraham. Barrister Kainde Aino. Dr. Samson Abraham. Otumba Abimbola Olurotimi Ogbajo. Expected to have Dr. Ibrahim Datti Ahmad, Alhaji Kashim Ibrahim Imam, Anthony Oluwafemi Joshua, Honorable Shitu Muhammad Kabir, Dr. Christian Odinaka Igwe, late Dr. Bala Usman, Dr. Abdul Bulama, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Professor Gabriel Okenwa, Anthony Oluwafemi Joshua, Honorable Shitu Muhammad Kabir, Dr. Christian Igwe, late Dr. Bala Usman, Dr. Abdul Bulama, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Professor Gabriel Okenwa, Senator Kabir Garba Marafa, Abdulrazak Isa Kutapa. Honorable Shitu Muhammad Kabir, Professor Gabriel Okenwa, Dr. Abdul Bulama, Dr. Christian Igwe, Dr. Christian Igwe makes his way briskly to Mr. President for this coveted award. Late Dr. Bala Usman. Late Dr. Bala Usman. Professor Gabriel Okenwa on standby. Professor Okenwa, congratulations. Abdul Razak Isa Kutapa on standby. Dr. Kutapa is on his way to receive the coveted award from Mr. President. Henry?
And so the next set of awards, Officer of the Order of the Federal Republic, will go to non-Nigerians who continue to excel in support of the ideals of our nation. Mr. Pierre van der Beek, late George Stavros Koumentaros, Deepak Singhal, Dr. Atia A. Nasruddin, Chief Nabil A. Saleh, Faisal M. L. Khalil, and Ronald Shaguri for the next set of awards. Please, as quickly as we can. As quickly as we can. If Pierre van der Beek is here, can he step forward to Mr. President now? A round of applause for Pierre van der Beek. So, late George Stavros Koumentaros, posthumous. Deepak Singhal. Deepak Singhal. Dr. Atia A. Nasruddin. Chief Nabil A. Saleh is represented. Chief Nabil A. Saleh, Justice of the Peace. Faisal M. L. Khalil. Faisal M. L. Khalil. And then we have the big man, Mr. Ronald Shaguri.
We now go into the order of the Niger, and we would commence. We want to thank Mr. President for your patience and standing all through. We'll start by calling on Right Honorable Al-Hassan Adodogwa. Those that will fall online include Honorable Mukhtar Aliyu, Honorable Inkiruka Onyejiocha, we have Ndiji Elumelu, we have Shaban Ibrahim Sharada, we have Hafiz Mohammed Kawu Ibrahim. Please, in that order. We start with Honorable Al-Hassan Ado Dogwa. Next, Honorable Mukhtar Batira Aliyu. We have the lady, Honorable Nkiruka Onyejiocha. Right Honorable Ndidi. Ndidi Elumelu. This is the second Elumelu. Okay. We call on the next Honorable Shaban Ibrahim Sharada. Next on line, please, Professor Onyebuchi Chukwu should be on standby. Chief Honorable Godwin Agbaga should be on standby. Honorable Hafiz Mohammed Kaw Ibrahim. Professor Onyebuchi Chukwu. Professor Onyebuchi Chukwu. I think he's being followed closely by Professor Chinedu Nebo. I can cite the red caps. Professor Onyebuchi Chukwu, followed closely, but not too far away from Honorable Professor Honorable Chief Godwin Agbaga. We have Professor Chinedu Nebo, Honorable Kenneth Baggy, our own dear own Femi Adeshina. Yes, you can go from there, no problem. Mr. Femi Adeshina, please. Thank you. Do we have Ambassador Mrs. Antonia Akpabio Ekpa? Dr. Mrs. Habiba Muda Lawal. Architect Sunday Silva Etono. Mr. Musa Estefanus. Mr. Anthony Nkwe is not around. Right Honorable Benson Friday Kombowe. Ambassador Mary Lara. to come forth, see her behind. We have Ambassador Suleiman Bogoro, Professor Suleiman alias Bogoro, Professor Innocent Achanya, Otoboja, MNI. Right Honorable Benson Friday Kondowe. Would like to call on Ambassador Mary La, please come forth. Professor Elias Ogoro should be on standby. Professor Innocent Achanya should be on standby. Alhaji Awolu Abdullahi Reno should be on standby. We start with Professor Suleiman, shortly coming on. Thank you very much, Ambassador La. Professor Suleiman Elias Ogoro. Anthony Mpe Aine. Yes, I can see from his cap. Professor Innocent Achanya, Otoboja, MNI. We have Alhaji Awolu, standby. Next to him, if you have Chief Charles Odunikwe, to please be on standby. Chief Charles Odunikwe and Alhaji Abdulmumini Yakubu Meshanu, also be on standby. Alhaji Awolu Abdullahi Reno, Chief Charles Odunukwe. Yes. Alhaji Abdulmumini Yakubu Meshanu. I hope Chief Gabriel. Chief Gabriel Ifeanyi Ogbechi. Chief James Dochukwu Oduniji. Chief Adiremi Muhyiddin Makunjuola should be on standby. Chief Muhyiddin Makunjuola be on standby. Chief James Dochukwu Oduniji. Chief Adiremi Muhyiddin Makunjuola. Dr. Christopher Idodu. Please be online. The next is Chief Raymond Hembe. Chief Raymond Hembe, followed by Alhaji Muhammad Serki Abba. Chief Raymond Hembe Yembe. Be online, Alhaji Muhammad Serki Abba. Alhaji Muhammad Muhammad Sirki Abba, thank you very much, sir. We have Sir Daniel Nwaneka Chukwudozie, Chief Daniel Chukwudozie, Dr. Sanusi Rapindadi, please, you could check your program. The names are there in that order. You could please help us so that you come online fast enough so that we can Sir Daniel Nwaneka Chukwudozie, Dr. Sanusi Rafindadi, Dr. Muiz Banire, Dr. Muiz Banire, Steve Rotimi Benjamin Ibidapo, Ichie Neto Orazulike, Ichie Orazulike, please come forth, take your programs and you follow us, you know the list, you'll be here a bit much earlier, please. Ichie Orazulike. Next, Abbas Dabo Sambo. Abbas Dabo Sambo. Next, on the line, Ambassador James Otuan Timka. James Timka. Next, Ambassador Janet Olisa.
Congratulations, Ambassador Olipa. Your Excellency, permit me to make a quick announcement, which is that we have a certificate for Honorable Justice Ishaq Usman Bello, and Honorable Justice Ishaq Usman Bello has the certificate for Julius Rone. And since we have a certificate here with us, when I grow up, I want to hold one. So, Honorable Justice Ishaq Usman Bello, please give up the other certificate in your hand. Your Excellency, Mr. President, we thank you for your patience and the fact that you have continued to do the honors on behalf of Nigeria. We thank you, sir. Time now to invite Ambassador Ahmed Umar. Ambassador James Otwan Dimka. Congratulations to you. Ambassador Ahmed Umar. And I'd like to call on Musumola Olake Abudu to make her way here. Mo Abudu. Professor Sergi Sebastian Meimako. Congratulations to Mo. Professor Saidi Suleiman Mako. Professor Ahmed Muhammad Wali. Ambassador Ahmed Omar. Congratulations. Ambassador Omar is on his way to receive the coveted award. Professor Ahmed Mohamed Wali. Professor Mohamed Wali. Professor Oluwatoyin Ashiru on standby. Professor Ashiru on standby. Kel Gidado, SAN. Professor Maxwell Michael Gidado, SAN. Congratulations to you, Professor Maxwell Gidado. The Nigerian traditional attires are in full display. Your Excellency, Professor Ihechukwu Madubike. Professor Madubike makes his way to receive the award. Professor Ihechukwu Madubike. Your Excellency. Professor Sylvia George Akpan. On standby, Professor George Akpan. Professor Veshima Uza. Present Professor Francis Bajemirokun will follow straight after Professor Uza. Professor Francis Faduile his way to Mr. President. Professor Adoga is done. Professor Fajamiroko is making his way to Mr. President. Professor Adoga Welwanze. Professor Imam, Mr. President now. Professor Dr. Decent Anjumasheni. Professor Dr. Decent Anjumasheni. Otumba Oluseyi Odunton. Professor Sadia Omar. Otumba Oluseyi Odunton, Your Excellency, presented before you. Next batch, please. Yakubu Chonoko Mekel, SAN. Yakubu Umar Masanawa. Alhaji Abbas Umar Masanawa. Alhaji Aminu Bisala. Sabiru Yusuf. Dr. Sani Ali will go forward after Alhaji Aminu Bisala. Sabiru Yusuf. Alhaji Kabir Braba. Chief Ferdinand Gogo Alabraba. Alhaji Tijani Engineer Christopher Nna, Chief Dr. Limon, followed by Alhaji Tijani Musa Tumsa. Engineer Christopher Nna Chibo will go, and then Alhaji Tijani Musa Tumsa. Adamu Bello. Alhaji Tijani Musa Tumsa. Congratulations to Hajia. Hajia Bintalami Adamu Bello. Theodore Akujobi Anumuru. On standby. Chief Nengi James. Theodore Akujobi Anumuru. Chief James, you're on stand. Mr. Theodore Akujobi Anumudu is before. Chief Nengi James. Nengi James in all his regalia. Congratulations to you. Dame Julie Donley on standby. Congratulations, Dame Julie Donley. You may approach Mr. President at this time. Comfort Ekaro Ni Ebenezer. Chief Akimboro Aruajoye. Membre Otaji, followed by Comfort Ekaro. Presenting Comfort Ekaro to you, Chief Arua Joye.
Okay, so let's quickly get the next persons in order. Ambassador Ladapo Iya Aliyu Sheikh Muhammad Miss Kinubilahi Ladapo. Mrs. Comfort. Dahi. Olushola Pafora. Adeoye Adetiyibi is also representing Ambassador Fafora. Most Reverend Prof. Daddy Hezekiah. Dr. Chikwe Ihekwazu, Royal Highness Igweju Chijioke Obidewu, Dr. Joseph Chinedweze Chijioke Obidewu, Dr. Professor Aminu Dio Shaidu, Musa Shafi, the advertising profession Biodun Olushina Shobanjo, Igwe Professor Honora Muneli. Dr. Joseph Chinedu Eze. Anthony Zaki Sani. And we'll be asking Rear Admiral Junior Samuel Epele retired, Yakubu Ibn Mohammed, Ezra Olubi, Shola Akinlade, Kofo Akinkugbe, Samuel Aboyeji, and Dr. Ameyo Stella, Ambassador Musa Ilu Muhammad. Rear Admiral Dr. Tomonoy Bikari, Junior Samuel Epele retired. Shola Akinlade. Richard Young. Dr. Richard Young. Yakubu Ibn Muhammad. And to a doctor who deserves all of the award the nation can afford, Dr. Ameyo Stella Adadevo. And then we have Samuel Aboyeji. Sol Schweig. Primary healthcare. And Nuruddin Lemu. They're not here. Dabiri Erewa. Erewa's birthday today. Double topping. I won't tell you the age. You're proud of your age. So she's a very happy and proud 60-year-old woman.
No. 100 at the deposit. 100.
Alhaji Saleh Amadu. Alhaji Saleh Amadu, Dr. Bashir Umar Aliyu. Professor Umar Sani Rijia Lemu. Alhaji Saleh Amadu. Nuruddin Lemu. Ambassador Fatima Bala Abubakar. Ambassador Fatima Bala Abubakar, not here. Ambassador Adeyemi Dikbeolu. We will not keep Mr. President waiting since they are not here. Your Excellency, I think we've arrived at another break period. Would respectfully be asking Mr. President to take his seat briefly as we welcome on. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, theater. It's an Abuja-based theater coming forward here to do a mixture of some of the various cultures. Enjoy it, and we'll see you after the break. Thank you.
I don't know why I've always been asked to do this, to call my president after he is chillaxing. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We now, for the members of the Order of the Federal Republic, MFR, I'd call the first 10 and they will queue up. Matthew Benabafa Seyefa, MNI, Ibrahim Likita Mashi, Dr. Shehu Malami, Elder Simon Chango, Professor Sani Abubakar Luga, Dr. Gloria Laraba Shoda, Ajibola Akindele, and Ambassador Demenongo Apollonius Age. I've called the first 10, so please, if you have your list, check the list. The next 10 should arrange themselves in that order and be on the right-hand side of the hall so that we can move fast enough. Number 1 on the list, Issa Jerry Idris. The next for MFR is Isiaka Abdulmumuni Haliru. Next, Matthew, don't stand by. After Matthew, Mr. Matthew Benabafa. Ibrahim Likita Mashi. And we have Dr. Shehu Malami. Dr. Shehu Malami. His elders. Rabba Gloria Shoda. We have Ajibola Akindele, Ambassador Demenongo Apollonius Agev, we have Professor Sani Abubakar Luga, Bernard Dio Amasi Timin, Honorable Barrister Ernest Nandi Ezike, Talatu Mero Isa, Elton Irene Dohe, Bashir Adiwale Adeni, Haliru Nababa MNI, and Bala Umar Muhammad. Talatu Mero Isa, Antonia Kambai. Antonia Ifoma Opara, ex-President Dr. V. Bernard Amasi Timin, calling on Ambassador Prince Roland Olawumi Amoa, Bala Umar Muhammad Tambab, Lawal Olawumi Aki, Mrs. Comfort Mob, Linus Okuri, Isigudo, Engineer Ali Rabiu, Dr. Temitayo Kehinde Ajayi, Dr. Temitayo, Dr. Fatima Mustafa, Sir Dr. Uli On standby. Ambassador Q. Dr. Jonathan Isa on Alhaji Adamu my very own His Royal Majesty Ọ̀rẹ́kùnrin Chukwuma Agbanari Evangelist Blessing Basi Duke Alhaji Musa Audu and Awolu Al-Hassan Ogunesan Anna Olawumi Ogulu huh? Next is Colonel Bala Mande, Brigadier General Therma Kennedy, Lady Eno Pasi, Cardinals Dr. James Odumbaku, Dr. Chief Dr. Okafor, Alhaji Sule Power, We have Law Garba. Olatunji Lukman Olayinka Osumos. Dr. Ismail Anuhu Aksha. Salih Abubakar. Alhaji Dr. Al-Mujattab Abubakar. Late Hajia Gambo Sawaba Posthumous. Barrister Zanna Mustafa. Alhaji Ibrahim Muhammad Bello. Dr. Bayo Aluko Olokun. Professor by Barrister Chukwuemeka Okafor. Ireke. Dr.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, sir, go through a list real quick. Do you have any information on the previous awards? Brigadier General Abdurrahman Award, Member of the Order of the Federal Republic. Now it's time, Mr. President, go forward with the Member of the Order of the Niger MON. I'm going to give the first 10, Dr. Uzoma Elizabeth MNEK, Alhaji Ibrahim Abubakar Dukogi, Habib Olalekan Okunola, Pharmacist Ahenjel Patrick Nitse, Abubakar Mekano, Malam Halilu Ibrahim NTA, Commodore Muhammad Dawal Barau, His Royal Highness and Chief Silver Eje Amen. His Royal Highness Igwe Dr. Orano Chris Kidume, going forward to Mr. President for the Member of the Order of the Niger MON. Alhaji Ibrahim Abubakar Zukogi, on standby, making his way to Mr. President Halilu Ibrahim NTA, Order of the Niger Honors Award from Mr. President. Habib Olalekan Okunola. That's Chief Silva Mebe collecting his award, and followed immediately by Habib Olalekan Okunola. Abubakar Meikano follows him straight after. Abubakar Meikano, member of the Order of the Niger MON. Barau is presented before the President for the award of the Member of the Order of the Niger. Pharmacist Ahenji Patrick Nitse is on standby and will go Member of the Order of the Niger. Pharmacist Patrick Nitse. Alhaji Shehu Othman follows Malam Ibrahim Okosi. Alhaji Shehu Othman, and there's a bit of a chit chat going on. We have Alhaji Mahmoud Bulama approaches Mr. President. Alhaji Shehu Othman leaves the stage. I know that that's Two-Face's representative because we know Two-Face. That's posthumous. Major L.A. Hayat, posthumous. Major Nura Ham. Habiba Abdullahi, collected by Khadija Abdullahi on behalf of her late mother. Habiba Abdullahi, posthumous. The award of the Member of the Your Excellency, Teniola Akpata Teni. Your Excellency, Mr. President, Ajibola Adebutu. Your Excellency, Chief Benson Sunday Agadaga. And is followed immediately on standby by Dr. Ver Ucho. Please proceed. Chief Samuel Adebanjo Okubanjo. Chief Samuel Adebanjo Okubanjo. Victor Funke Opeke. Victor Etwoko. Sadiq Mohammed Falalu.
Raymond Victor Princess Onyinye Umachukwu Nwaechia. To call on Alhaji Kamoru Ibitoye Yusuf, Alhaji Muhammad Inua Aminu. Rashidat Barrister Absalam. The President, sir. Hold on. Mr. President, sir, we present 262 Christians in its mosque during one of the tribe for the award of the member of the Order of the Niger. This is a very exemplary award. Thank you very much, Mr. President, for recognizing. Mr. President, sir, we present to you Engineer Uthman Alkali, standing MFRs. We have Ahmad Muhammad Tukur. We have Malam Bashir. And 45. Amen. 16. The next set of awards now will be, the first two are posthumous, late Sergeant Adefino Isaiah. Then we have late Sergeant Umar Saidu, Mrs. Joy Itaha, and Mrs. Jumai Kizito Bukas. Late award, Federal Republic Medal 1. Posthumous. Mrs. Joy Itaha. And then the last presentations this afternoon will be Federal Republic, Miss Josephine Agu. Josephine Agu, not here. Obanagu Mohammed, posthumous. So we have one
MON Hajia Rabi Kezawa. Go back to member of the Order of the Niger, Dr. Samuel Ankeli. Dr. Samuel Ankeli. Agu. Miss Josephine Agu. Ogbanago Mo. Which is this afternoon is to thank Mr. President and ask him to kindly take his seat, supported by the biggest applause, a grateful set of the band there. We would actually like to listen to you and dance and feel happy, but strong. And so what we'd like to do, honors awards today, Lady of the Order, Ibrahim Lawan, will step forward on behalf of all of the recipients to deliver the appreciation on behalf of all of the awardees. Senate President, sir. It looks like the recipients are not in the hall, or they don't support the Senate President coming to thank the President.
Your Excellency, Your Excellency Speaker, the Chairman, Committee, the Emir of Lafia, to be asked to speak, make some remarks on behalf of all of us 400, and with great delight that I thank the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, through these awards. The careful and painstaking selection is another evidence of line with the zeal to inspire citizens and to encourage as many others as possible for the future and collective effort. This continues because it is a never-ending process that needs increasing energies irrespective of the level of development that has been attained. It is also collective because it is a duty that at harmonizing groups towards emotional harmony, growth, and development. The two dimensions involved and committed to the common goal should occasionally be identified for recognition. The recognition should, however, be thorough and laborious in what would for others as well. Acknowledgements which have all of us the awardees, as we are most excited at the privilege of the prestigious honors at transforming our dear fatherland for the good of present and future generations. There is no gainsaying and the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic, and have no doubt been distracting. Our administration has tackled them head on. We are assured that lingering issues can also be dealt with in Mr. President. This award is an additional call to service for all of us nowadays. This is a call to duty and an invitation to realize that students' efforts will not be in vain. We are therefore inspired, motivated, and admonished to keep up our input as stakeholders in the building of a virile nation.
This is why I call on our deeds to be steadfast, all of us considering the responsibility that comes with these honors. This obligation is one of leadership, more work, and the provision of inspiration to others as well. Mr. President has done his bit, not just because it is a statutory process, but because of a commitment to involve as many citizens as are worthy in the cause of stimulating others towards the common goal of nation building. I am confident we are all well-meaning and ready to sustain our contribution, be sacrificial in our outlooks, and to be good examples in what we do for the evolution of a virile nation. It is on this note that I thank the President once more for this recognition and to wish you well in the ongoing service to our fatherland. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all of us, our deeds, 447 of us, I would like to renew our pledge that we pledge to Nigeria, our country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all our strength, to defend her unity, and of all our honor and glory. So help us, God.
The President of the Senate, Dr. Wadiz, and asking everybody who has received an award today to be ready for more work and to stand steadfast. Once you area as a flag, as an ambassador, wherever you go. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present those who are the very savoir-faire, Dr. Henry Nzeku. He has been on the ground, Dr. Henry Nzeku, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Fahim Adi, broadcaster, top public servant. Mr. We thank you for being an excellent. One more item on the agenda, Your Excellency, sir. Would like to crave your indulgence. But before then, I'd like you to know that we have people who have done the Honors Award Committee, have been very busy, and members of the organizing committee for the 2022 National Honors Award investiture. I've been asked to let FRM 1 and 2 will go to the banquet hall after Mr. President departs for some refreshment. Executive Hall will take ON, OFR, and their guests. Niger and Benue will take CON. I've been told that as soon as Mr. President departs, you will all remain seated for him to make his passage out of here. It is on Royal Highness, Honorable Justice C.D. Bagay I, Emir of Lafia, Chairman of National Honors Award Committee 2022. Your Royal Highness.
Mr. President, Vice President, Mr. President, my duty here is very simple. I have to say thank you and thank you indeed for finding us worthy to be appointed members of this important standing committee to advise you on who to whom and who today to honor in for accepting our modest work which we did and presented to you. Mr. President, today, the honor of allowing us to serve you and pray that the Almighty continue the service of Mr. President. Let me use the opportunity also to thank the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He is always by your side. So it is try to say thank you to Mr. Vice President. Please, Mr. President, I would like to take so much of the time. Time is already spent. But let me mention someone, our supervising Minister for Special Duty, there to do this work and to reach this point on this national duty. Mr. President, I want to say thank you, my supervising minister, the special minister. Let me say what the Senate President, on behalf of all the recipients of today, what he said about that national duty and national call that is on all of us, including myself, President. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to protect you, guide you, increase you in good health as you go on this journey to the end with prosperity, and this nation definitely will ever remember you as having served this nation as the best president of this country. Let me thank quickly my elders that are here, the Sultan, because if I don't do that, I'll break protocol of where I really belong. If I'm not out of order, let me thank an elder of my state, a nationalist, Abdullahi Adamu Turakin Kefi. Thank you very much, all of us that are here in this nation. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Thank you very much. Can we give Chairman of the committee a big round of applause for where we all are waiting to listen to you. We call on our President, President Muhammadu Buhari, to please grace the podium.
Your Excellency, the Vice President, the President of the Senate, Speaker of the House of Representatives, members of the Federal Executive Council, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Chief of Defense Staff, Service Chief, distinguished invited guests, ladies, and the people of Nigeria on the occasion of the 2022 National Honors Award Investor Ceremony and patriotic event at which President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria honors determined nationals and non-nationals who have distinguished themselves with the National Honors Act, CAP, number 43 of the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The screening and selection of nominees for this year's award, as always, for consistent and meaningful participation in community and or national development, be rendering unsolicited, selfless, and philanthropic services to humanity. Outstanding sacrifice adjudged to be positive, relevant, and beneficial to the nation and the community. C. Distinct public peace, safety of life and property, and D. Remarkable achievements in to the attainment of national goals and objectives. E. Immense contributions towards the upliftment through achievements by way of inventions and bringing outstanding honor and glory to the state is also a basis for the selection process. On this occasion, we wish to recall that since the inception of this administration, there have not been such occasions like this, where individuals and friends of Nigeria for the social investiture ceremony like King Gibi and Chief Gani Farahami son, whose ceremony was officially carried out throughout the round done in the first to assuage our feelings and to resolve to stand firm now and the future. In like manner, our country's athletes were also honored recently to their spectacular performances in several by the citizenry and appreciated. It is based on this premise that I reconstituted the National Honors and Award Committee, the first, JSC retired, the Emir of Lafia, a distinguished retired justice, and other patriotic recognition. The committee has then a patriotic duty by diligently going through over 5,000 our friends being honored today have distinguished themselves in various ways for the purpose of creating a new Nigeria of our dreams through respect for the rule of law, image laundering, transparency, and accountability in management of scarce resources. Equally, those in the private sector have also creditably discharged themselves in business, entertainment, as home Nigeria. We handy Dr. Ngozi Ogonja, Iola, Ms. Amina, who are doing our country proud on the international scene. Our dear sisters are a source of inspiring greatness. We also have on the list Imam Abdullah Abubakar, a religious leader who hid over 262 Christians in his mosque from attacks in Yalwa Gundi Akwati village. We preach among Nigerians. I am excited that he is being honored today with member artists, particularly our very own Domini Ogunlua Aguru Bama Boy. Artists have repositioned the Nigerian entertainment industry and placed it on the global map. At the just concluded Dubai Expo 20, our musicians entertain guests from around the world. Despite the present economic challenges, returned 12,000 United States dollars found in a toilet at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, found and returned 10,000 United States dollars. Today, we celebrate their degree to our younger generation. I congratulate all the recipients today who will be joining the League of Awardees. I appreciate the non-Nigerian recipients and assure all of you that this administration will undertake your lawful businesses to allow you sustain your efforts at contributing to the development of our nation, Nigeria. The national honors are not merely decorative. They remind us of an important part of our responsibility as students. We must always endeavor to do our best for our country. We will continue to root out all, as I stated earlier in my independent address to the nation. I will hand over a Nigeria which is free from insecurity to the next generation of leaders. I want to sufficiently commend the chairman and members of the National Honors and Award Committee for a job well done. The list of awardees is justifiably long, since this exercise has not been carried out since 2015. Your commitment to the process of screening and selection has been well guided. Let me appeal to other Nigerians who are yet to receive this recognition to be patient and understand that their efforts in nation building are appreciated and at the right time will similarly be recognized. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this administration will continue to partner with Nigerians and friends of Nigeria with like minds to excel in their chosen fields devoid of parochial sentiments. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Can we be up for the national anthem? Please, can we allow His Excellency the President to depart the hall, please? Please, can we allow him to depart the hall? Thank you.
It's been an exciting moment here at the International Conference Center, venue of the 2022 National Honors Investiture Awards. You could literally see the excitement of the faces of the awardees as they were decorated by Mr. President, in recognition of their hard work, patriotism, meritorious service, and selfless service to the nation and society in general. 447 awardees received different categories, 7 categories to be specific. 6 received the GCOM, 55 received the CFRO, 65 received the COM, 70 received the OFRO, 110 received the OOM, 74 received the MFRO, and 55 received the MOL award.
Follow him now. Go now. In place.
On behalf of the entire outside broadcast crew, my name is Kevin Arumaye. Thank you sincerely for your time as part of this transmission.